Here we go. The Important Book. And this is another one of my favorite authors. Can you tell I really like books? I own a lot of books, and I love to read. The Important Book, written by Margaret Wise Brown, and the pictures were by Leonard Weisgard. The important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. It's like a little shovel. You hold it in your hand. You can put it in your mouth. It isn't flat, it's hollow, and it spoons things up. But the important thing about a spoon is that you eat with it. Yes, did you have a question?
Maybe we should live in a library.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? To live in a library. The important thing about a daisy is that it is white. It is yellow in the middle. It has long white petals, and bees sit on it. It has a ticklish smell. It grows in green fields, and there are always lots of daisies. But the important thing about a daisy is that it is white. The important thing about rain is that it is wet. It falls out of the sky, and it sounds like rain, and makes things shiny. And it does not taste like anything. I've never tasted rain, really, and is the color of air. But the important thing about rain is that it is wet. So this author is giving us lots of things and little details about those things, but then coming up with the important thing about it, the important thing to her. The important thing about grass is that it is green. It grows and is tender with a sweet grassy smell. But the important thing about grass is that it is green.
Not blue grass.
The important thing about snow is that it is white. It is cold and light. It falls softly out of the sky. It is bright and the shape of tiny stars and crystals. It is always cold and it melts. But the important thing about the snow is that it is white. So coming up with one thing that she thinks is important about each of these ordinary, everyday things. The important thing about an apple is that it is round. It is red. You bite it, and it is white inside, and the juice splashes in your face. And it tastes like an apple, and it falls off a tree. Lots of details about the apple, but the important thing about an apple is that it is round. For her, that's the important thing. The important thing about the wind is that it blows. You can't see it, but you can feel it on your cheek and see it bend. Those things away, please. And see it bend trees and blow hats away and sailboats. But the important thing about the wind is that it blows. The important thing about the sky is that it is always there. Papers in your chair pocket. It is true that it is blue and high and full of clouds and made of air, but the important thing about the sky is that it's always there. The important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. You walk in it, and you take it off at night, and it's warm when you take it off. But the important thing about a shoe is that you put your foot in it. That away, please. The important thing about you is that you are you. It is true that you were a baby, and you grew, and now you are a child, and you will grow into a man or into a woman. You know, I don't find that really a funny part of the story. I think that's a really nice part. But the important thing about you is that you are you. So I could write a book about each of you. You could write a book about yourself that tells about the important part of you. What we're going to do now is you're going to write your own writing about the important thing about school. So there's lots and lots lots of reasons to come to school. All kinds of special reasons. Lots of reasons we might come to school. Lots of reasons we come to St. Simon. You're going to write your idea for your reason. So when I give you this paper, the very first thing I want you to do is put your name up here at the top. What do I want you to do first?
Put
Your name at the top. Then I want you to leave this part blank for now. You're going to have a pencil out when I tell you to, and you're going to write these words. The important thing about school is, and then you're going to put what you think is important about coming to school. What do you think is important? Now, we don't have to share, but you're going to write what you think is important about school. Okay? So I'll give you each a piece of paper, and then I want you to write. And if you're at home doing this, you can write on any piece of paper and tell us what is important about school. The school can take place here or at home.